two versions of the 8 here. Both versions we start at the baseline. So the first one, we make a semi-loop continuing into a circle here, and we take the wire behind the horizontal section, which is the baseline. And now we continue that circle and we take the wire behind the previous circle so it's hidden. To the top there, so to the top of that particular circle there. And now what we're going to do is grip the top of the circle where the doubled up section is, and then we're going to, with the wide part of the pliers, and then we're going to make a clockwise circle. Change the grip. Just keep it nice and uniform as you can. That's why I'm going pretty slow. And to make sure that the top of the 8 circle and the bottom of the 8 circle should be roughly around the same size. If anything, the bottom circle could be a little larger. Alright, now in the center, now we have a triple layer section. That's okay. We keep going around and following that top circle, going clockwise until we end up at the top. So now we can finish there at the top. So start on the baseline, finish at the top, or we could just go down a little further and finish in the middle. So the second version of the 8, where we start at the baseline again, and this one's going to finish at the baseline. So a nice semi-loop there, going counterclockwise. Grab the top of that semi-loop and then make another semi-loop in the opposite direction, so going clockwise, so we have an S shape. Now grip the very top with the wide part of the pliers and create the full circle and bring the wire in front of the structure. And I grip that middle section there with the wide part of the pliers, bring the wire to create the bottom, around to make the bottom circle of the 8, and bring the wire in front of the structure. And now that's the 8, starting at baseline and finishing at the baseline. So this is the number 8, and in these two examples here, we're going to start at the top, finish at the baseline, finish in the middle, and finish at the top. So the first thing we're going to do here is make a circle. This is the top of the 8, all the way around, shifting the grip as we go. Keep on going, shift grip again, and bring it all the way around till the wire is facing to the left. Now grip that doubled up section at the base of that circle, and now make the bottom part of the 8 another circle. Shift the grip now to the base of that, and then just keep going behind that structure. Now grip that middle section there and keep going. Okay, so that's the 8 starting at the top and finishing at the baseline. Now if we want to finish in the middle, all we need to do is continue that wire upwards behind that bottom part of the 8 and then veer off to the right there. So here we are with the second version of the 8, which also starts at the top but will finish at the top. Yes. So here we are. We make a semicircle, which is half the top, half the top part of the 8. And now we grip that bottom of that semicircle there, and then we make another semicircle going counterclockwise. Get all the way around though. We're going to make a circle out of this one and continue in front of the structure. And I grip that doubled up section in the middle there and then continue the top, semicircle at the top to continue to finish the top of the 8 there. Bring the wire in front of the structure and you can see the 8 there, and we can just finish it there and come off the top, or we can just take it down a little more and then continue on to the middle.